It happened again. It happened again! You can see, if I remove my face real quick, shiny and shiny. But the one I want is not. How could this possibly have happened to me twice now? Now, you might be asking yourself, am I going to do the same thing I did last time? Am I going to kill both of these shinies that keep the path? No. No, I am not. I will be indeed taking one of these. So, everyone has been telling me to take the shiny Flareon. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take the Clang. And I'll explain why in just a moment. So give me that Clang. Oh, rest in peace to that shiny Flareon. So the reason I'm taking the shiny Clang this time... oops. First of all, you can see that I was just about to run out of ores rather soon. And also because I literally just got a shiny Flareon. Like, I think yesterday? Was this yesterday? When did I get this? No, 2 days ago. So I got the shiny Flareon 2 days ago. Whoops. So aside from the fact that I got the shiny Flareon, a different shiny Flareon 2 days ago, you guys saw me kill another shiny Clang previously. So yeah, that's why this time I'm taking the shiny Clang. Now, for those of you who missed it, who missed me saying this, you might be thinking, well, shouldn't you have sacrificed those two and taken the chance to get a shiny Alolan Raichu with, like, your 59 ores? You could have done it, like, at least 5 more times. Excuse me. Well, to those who missed me saying this previously, I mentioned that with my remaining ores, like last time, I did end up getting another shiny Pangoro, but I did decide to sacrifice it again, not realizing that literally the next turn I had 1 turn left. I only had enough ores for 1 turn left, so I'm not risking that. So the shiny Clang is mine. Rest in peace to that shiny Flareon. But how insane is it that that happened to me twice? Trying to hunt for this shiny Alolan Raichu in Dynamax Adventures. This is the second time I've gotten 2 shinies where both of them were not the Raichu. I will get this shiny Alolan Raichu, damn it. I will. No matter how long it takes me, I will get this from this method. I'm not going to do the coward's way out, that is, hunting shiny Alolan Raichu in a different game, and then transferring it to that game. No. The challenge is getting it in Sword and Shield through Dynamax Adventures. I will do it. I will get it. So for the past few days, that's kind of been consuming my life. It's just grinding for ores and trying to find Alolan Raichu, trying to get it to spawn again. And for a couple days now, I've grinded up to like maybe 200 Dynite ores, and then I would find a path with Raichu on it, so I would begin to reset for that path, occasionally getting a shiny here and there. That's obviously not the Alolan Raichu. So for a couple of days now, in the process of grinding for ores, I've just been getting paths with Alolan Raichus, but I have not been getting that shiny. I either run out of ores, or I get a shiny, which was that previous, like, different shiny Flareon you saw. But yeah, hunting for a shiny Alolan Raichu in Dynamax Adventures has been consuming my life for the past few days. But I think I gotta, take a break from it. At least for a while now. I gotta stop doing Dynamax Adventures so much for now, because as of this moment, as of me playing this right now, the second DLC for Scarlet and Violet, the Indigo Disc, has not come out yet. It's coming out in just under a month, in like maybe 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. I tried to grab that meat. Pause. And before the second DLC comes out, what I want to do is I want to get all four different forms of Ogerpon into one game. Not Ogre Porn, Ogerpon. And that means playing through the first DLC, the Teal Mask, 3 more times. Now, that's not that hard, it's just time-consuming. And also the fact that, you know, I would have to start a new game on a different file, different profile, and then I would have to, like, just after the tutorial of the game, go there to Kitakami. But then, you know, the level scaling. And I also don't know about this. I don't know... Damn, that's a great shield. I don't know if you need to be champion to catch Ogerpon, because that was the case for Calyrex in Sword and Shield's DLC. You could finish the story for the DLC, but you could not catch Calyrex until you were champion. So I don't know if that's the case. If that is the case, it's going to take me way longer just to get 3 more Ogerpons. Oh, I'm supposed to be looking at shields, dummy. Didn't I have another one of these? Another Seabree shield? Where'd that go? Was it this? It is this. So, I want to get 3 more Ogerpons before the next DLC comes out. And also, as of this moment, something else that I did not expect to have a time limit to do, but now I really gotta, you know, it's best to get started as soon as possible. So you guys should remember that for quite some time, I was hunting for Shiny Celebi, and then Shiny Type Null, and I said that I would do a second one of each. Well, I did not expect to have a time limit on those now, because happening in a couple months from right now, all Wi-Fi connectivity or all Wi-Fi services on the 3DS will be shut down, except... like, as of this moment, except for Pokemon Bank and Poke Transporter. But I highly doubt those will be forever. You know, those will last forever. Those services would last forever. So it's best to get these shinies ASAP as possible. And, you know, just get that done. So that means I need to play through another entire copy. Like, I need to do another whole playthrough of my Ultra Moon game and Pokemon Crystal Virtual Console. But the thing is, I shiny hunted Poipole in that previous account you saw, that previous save file. Which means I need to hunt for a second one, and then do 2 more, and get 2 regular Poipoles for my living decks in Pokeballs only, excluding Mythicals in Cherish Balls. So I need to play through my Ultra Moon game 3 more times. I need to play through Pokemon Crystal 2 more times. Now you might be asking, 2 more times? Don't you only need to play it once more? Well, the thing about that is my friend loaned me his 3DS, And, you know, he homebrewed it, so he has Pokemon Crystal on this. So that means I can hunt for another shiny Celebi. And we all know how long that other Celebi took me. It took me like 3 weeks of non-stop hunting to get it. And it has every possibility to last even longer than that. It could take me like a month, 2 months even. We don't know. So for the time being, I'm gonna have to halt on shiny hunting the Alolan Raichu. But I will be back for it one day. And you know, speaking of Pokemon, that's not the only Pokemon stuff that's been happening, or that has happened. Ooh, there's a Ralts on my Pokemon Go. Let me Pineapple Berry this real quick. That's good candy for my best buddy, Shiny Gardevoir. Did I use this one? Yes, I did. So earlier today, I finally best buddied that Hundo Umbreon I showed you guys I got a little while ago. When did I get this? September 24th. So 2 months ago. 2 months ago, I showed you guys that I caught this not shiny, I wish. 2 months ago, I showed you guys I caught this Hundo Umbreon. And now 2 months later, I finally best buddied it. Also today, first let me show you this. So in Pokemon Go, this right here, the Paldean Adventure Special Research, down here, evolve a Sprigatito. And that's Stardust, in case you're wondering what that is. So, before I evolved a Sprigatito in the game, what I wanted to do was, I wanted to first catch a good IV female Sprigatito. Of course, the ideal outcome, the ideal result would be catching a female Hundo, but it's like, that's not gonna happen. Me getting an A+. Well, actually, that's even less likely to happen. I can't even make that comparison. Me having kids is probably more likely to happen before that. Let's say that. I think that's a pretty, accurate comparison. Okay, put this away. So yeah, me getting a Hundo female Sprigatito in Pokemon Go, not happening. But, what I did get today was this. Not this one. This one. So you can see, Sprigatito, female, and here are the IVs. This is like a 96 IV. So, that is the best that I'm gonna do. That's the best I'm gonna get. What was I doing next? These ones. And also, yesterday, right? Yesterday? Yeah, yesterday, I caught another Hundo. One that I have showed you guys that I had caught in previously. What? Did that make sense? I caught a Hundo previously, and I caught the same Hundo. But I told you guys it was like soul crushing because I caught it in a Great Ball. And I told you guys that I will try again, and I will try until I catch a Hundo in a Pokeball. Well, that's not what happened. You can see here that this Meltan right here, a hundo, and I caught this in an Ultra Ball. Well, how was I supposed to know that this high CP was going to be a hundo? Normally, something like a 700 plus CP Meltan, I would use an Ultra Ball. Sometimes if I'm feeling it, pause. If I'm really feeling it, a 600 CP Meltan, I'll use an Ultra Ball on. You know, depending on the CP, I will use different types of Pokeballs accordingly. See, the way it works for me is like anything like less than 300 CP, I'll use a Pokeball. Occasionally a 300 CP, 300 something CP, I'll use a Pokeball. But usually it's like 3 to 600 CP, I'll use a Great Ball. Anything like 600 plus, usually I will use an Ultra Ball. So this being a 700 CP, I was not expecting a hundo. What the hell? I was not expecting a hundo, so I used an Ultra Ball. So now, hold on, let me show you. If this Amiibo would scan. Because this 457 Hundo Meltan I have in a Great Ball. So now I have a Hundo Meltan in a Great Ball and an Ultra Ball. Like, for God's sake, at my rate, I'm gonna get a Hundo Meltan in a Master Ball before I get one in a Pokeball. But I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm going to keep using the mysterious box and keep on catching Meltans until I get one. Until I get a Hundo in a Pokeball. What? I don't think I've gotten any shinies lately. No, I did not get any shinies in Pokemon Go lately. Okay, so also, since last time, did I like double check to see if I got the math right? No, I did not. See, it's still at, wait a second, why is that at 142 now? What? 142? $142? That's not right. Wait, 300 total stamps, minus 68 Hinoxes, minus 87 Taluses, 145. Why's that at 142? What the hell? What? Okay, I really gotta double check this. Yeah, in case you couldn't tell, my Switch was kinda occupied, you know, doing Dynamax Adventure, so no, I did not check the accuracy of the math. Do I regret it? Yeah, a little bit. Now that I know it's way off, yeah, a little bit. I do regret not double checking. But I'll do that in due time. So, now we are going to deal with the flux constructs in the game. Oh, wait, I am stupid. That's right, because I did the Moldugas last time. Hold on. 300 minus 68 minus 87 minus 4 Moldugas? That's a 141. Never mind. Okay. So I'm still... It seems like I'm still missing one place to stamp. So I'll double check on that later on. But first, we're going to be doing the flux constructs. First one we're going to tackle is... up here, somewhere up here. I'm sure once I get here, I'll see where it is. And also, I finally learned how I'm supposed to properly deal with flux constructs. I've been fighting them wrong this whole time. I still can't believe that freaking Alolan Raichu refuses to be shiny, but literally everything else wants to shine except for that Alolan Raichu. Let's take a look. Where's that Flux construct? You know, I thought I would be able to spot it. I guess not. Hold on, let me see where it's at. So I'm there. It's over here. At least flux constructs are easy to stamp, since, you know, they have a pretty big... They usually have a pretty big area dedicated to them. So I'm going to use these to symbolize flux constructs. Also, what weapon do I want to use? Sure. Well, we may as well use this up first so it can get time to recharge. What bow do I have, by the way? Okay. Wait, I've never done this one before. Because surely if I did, I would have taken that chest. What?! How did I defeat this and not take that chest? So what I'm supposed to do is I'm supposed to do like this. I've been fighting flux constructs wrong this whole time because I have not once used Ultra Hand to fight one. Where'd that chest go? There it is. Old map. Do I already have it? You already found the treasure. There's got to be like one old map out there that I have not gotten the treasure yet, right? Would it be better than a Gerudo Scimitar, though? I wish I had something to compare it to, because I only have Flux 3 cores. You know what? No. So there's a total of 35 Flux constructs. Alright, next, number 2. Where is this one? Is it here? It is here. Okay. So, like, right about there. Right in the middle, I think. A couple things that I want to talk about today. A couple more, like, things that are pissing me off at work. So, I am about sick and tired of so many people asking me, do I speak Mandarin? I don't fucking speak Mandarin, god damn it. More and more, recently, like lately, a lot of people have just been asking me, do you speak Mandarin? And I said, you know, how badly I have to, like, hold myself back, restrain myself. Because I can be rude all I want, but I have to hold back for the sake of business, you know? How badly I want to tell these idiots, these frickin', you know, these frickin' people, like, if I knew how to speak Mandarin, I would be speaking it to you. You know? Like, wouldn't that just make sense? If I knew Mandarin, don't you think I would just be speaking that to you? Only thing positive I can say is that, you know, at least on the bright side, it seems like people are actually, like, asking me this time. At least for now, it's like people are actually asking me instead of just walking up to my face and starting to speak Mandarin to me. So, where is there a dragon? That's not the dragon I'm looking for. Am I blind once again, or am I not able to see another dragon? If we're this high up, then it has to be the light dragon. There you are! And you know, I got asked this question again. This is the third time I was asked this question at work now. And it's just mind-blowing that it happened 3 times. You know that saying, if I had a nickel for how many times I got asked this, I'd have 3 nickels. That's not a lot, but it's crazy, or it's weird that it happened 3 times at this point. The question I got asked is, Canadian dollar? Because it feels like there's something stuck in my throat. Maybe it's another tonsil stone. For those who don't know, yes, I do live in Canada. And one would expect, you know, with a very simple thing called common sense, that we would take Canadian currency up here in Canada. Well, it's not that hard to understand. We use Canadian dollar up here in Canada. It's not that hard to understand. And I know some people, because literally I've had friends tell me this when I've complained to them about this. Some people may say to me, but what if they're a tourist? What if they're a traveler? And to that I respond to, like, really think about that answer for a second. Say these people really were tourists. Why would you ask? Why would you still ask if you take Canadian dollar in Canada if you're a tourist? Like, you would not catch me taking a trip to, say, Japan, and me asking, do you take Japanese currency? It's like, really? Really? You're gonna rebuttal to me by saying, what if they're a tourist? So, if they're traveling here to Canada, they should not expect to use Canadian currency? Like, what? It just doesn't make sense to me. I just don't get it. Now, I may be a bumbling idiot, I know that. We all know that. We all know that I have, like, almost 0 IQ. But damn, like, if I don't look like Einstein and compared to some of these people I deal with at work, you know? Like, the fact that you even have to ask, Canadian currency in Canada? No, what a blasphemous concept. Never heard of such deploracy before. Who uses the currency in the country that they are presently in? So, I believe it's here that's the next one. The third time in total now, I have been asked, Canadian currency? Like, I don't remember what price I told this guy. I told him the price, he's just like, Canadian? I'm just like, yes. I swear to God, next time, I'm going to keep this in mind. I am going to keep this in mind. The next time someone asks me this, I'm just going to go all in. I'm just going to be like, Yeah, we're in Canada. Why wouldn't we take Canadian currency? I'm just gonna give them a piece of my mind. Because, like, this is ridiculous at this point. I know some people are gonna be like, but that's you being rude. That's like, this is a complete wrong direction. Some people are gonna be like, but that's rude. That's bad business. That's bad service. It's like, well, if a customer, after hearing the price I tell them, is gonna be questioning Canadian dollar, they're likely not ever gonna shop back here regardless. Do I have Tulin turned off? Yes, I do. I have all of them turned off, no wonder. Oh, nice! Tulin doing work out here. And you know, I think it was yesterday that I had this fucking family come in at work. You guys don't know the struggle of dealing with people until you have worked retail. Oh geez, how am I supposed to get all the way out here? I may not have done this yet just because it's so remote. Actually, I should probably, like, pin this as well, just so I have a general idea of the direction I'm going in. Jeez, that is really out there, isn't it? How am I supposed to get over there? We'll figure it out. So I had this family of 3, you know, 2 parents and a son. They came in and I think they said that, like, in my line of field, a lot of people use insurance to buy. Like, they buy because they have insurance. So these 3, they said that their insurance only covers $200 each. So their budget in total to spend for the 3 of them was $600. But the stuff they wanted was way over $600, and they just kept on trying to bargain. Kept on doing it. Oh, I'm only allowed 8 favorites? That's interesting to know. Alright, so I will also... How far? Pretty far. I don't think... Actually, I don't think I need to attach any extra batteries. Look at my battery. Oh, jeez. So, their budget was only $600. And they went way beyond that. I'm not going to say specifically what they wanted. But they 2 of them, the mother and the son, they bought, I don't want to say a huge brand name, but still a brand name regardless. But the dad didn't really care. But the dad's prescription was rather high, so his lens price was going to be rather high as well. So, regardless, long story short, their total came out to about $970 for all 3 of them. They kept on bargaining, kept on trying, like, if I could do any lower. And I said, like, I don't know what I said. No, the total for them was $970. And I did $950. I'm like, $950, I'll do you $20 less. Uh-oh, I may not make this. I'm trying to see if I can get a little higher. That's not how this thing works, though. And of course the dragon. There is a dragon right here at this moment. But even if I was on the dragon, there would really be almost no way for me to get up. Unless I have like a rocket shield with me, which I clearly don't. It's fine. I'm gonna make this. No problem. So I told them 950. They were like, can you do 750? I'm just like, I didn't say this to them, but in my mind I'm thinking like, bitch, you really think I could take away $200? Like, just like that. Just like that. It's like, oh, $200 less? Yeah, no problem. It's like, shit, if it was that easy, let me get that TV at Costco for like, you know, 90% off. If it's that easy, you know? Oh, I have defeated this. When did I ever come here? I don't remember ever coming here. I could like pull other ones apart. But that's not the one I need. Oh, you changed it up at the very last moment. You keep putting it on like your shoulder blade area. What just happened? Let me get it. No! So, the family, unwilling to pay. They tried their best, but I kept saying no. You know, because business is business, you know? Yes, we're trying to make the sale and make money, but it's also like, we're trying to gain profit. You know? You go too low, you don't actually gain any profit from it. What the heck? What? Maybe I took apart too many and that caused the entire structure to be unstable. So the price they wanted, obviously I could not do. You know, with what they wanted just did not match with the price that they wanted. So they said they would walk around, think about it. The mother came back like at least 3 times and asking, could you do this price? And I said no. No, I cannot do that price. Like, it's not a hard concept to understand. You want it, you pay for it. If you don't pay for it, you don't get it. It's that simple. I'll tell you guys a quick story about that, like, after I'm done with this topic. Oh boy, I also learned what I'm supposed to do with these as well. If I can get on it, thank you. I'm supposed to get on top of one of these, and then I'm supposed to recall my way up there. I've been doing it wrong this entire freaking time. Whoops. That's not what I meant to do. What do I want to get rid of for this? 32? Oh, they do the same, so don't bother. Ooh, what do I see here? So eventually, they decided, like, what if we change this about it? What would that get us then? And I told them, with this change, if you exclude this from your purchase, then the total would then be 800. And then she's like, can you do 750? Like, 750 will take it right now. I'm just like, no. No, you cannot just do that, or I cannot just do that. Regardless, eventually they budged, and they did purchase. The father even had the nerve to tell his son right in front of me. Like he was telling the typical father stuff that I hear from my dad every now and then as well. Stuff like, this is why you have to study and do well in schools, so that you can grow up, make money, and be successful, because you see, like, you know, how expensive this stuff is, how hard it is to earn money, but, like, you know, like, how much money you can spend, like, that easily. Had the nerve to say that right in front of me. I really almost opened my mouth and said, like, you know, the guy, I assume, was in high school. I have no idea how old he was. He was taller than me, of course. So that's why, for me, it's sometimes hard to take a guess how old some people are. I almost opened my big mouth and said, like, yep, take a look. Your parents, they were so stingy. Look how hard it is to earn money. I almost said that, but I'm glad I didn't. It's a good thing I didn't either. Once again, it's like, people be cheap, and I get it. Inflation, it's getting more and more expensive just to live these days. It's getting harder and harder just to live these days. This world sucks. What was that sparkle just now? Did you guys see that? Another chest I haven't gotten? Watch this one say I've already defeated it, and then for whatever reason I never got the chest from this. Well, your core is not in an ideal spot. Okay, I have not defeated this before, so it makes more sense for this one why I never got the chest. Okay, let's just move your head real quick. I almost left without getting the chest. I almost forgot to get the chest. I wonder what happens if you do that. Will the chest just disappear? And then you have to wait for a blood moon? Ah, see? There is one I haven't gotten yet. Like, if I left and came back before opening the chest, would the chest just, like, spawn in the middle? Or do I have to wait for a blood moon to get a chance to open the chest again? This has been number 5, right? Or is this number 4? Nope, that's 5, because there's one hidden here. So that was number 5, only 30 more to go. I really feel like there's something stuck in my throat. Okay, number 6. On the other side of the map. Do I have this? Yes. So speaking of inflation, so earlier today, well actually, let me give you guys a quick little backstory before. So this morning, a friend of my parents came over and dropped off some food because his wife is Korean. She does a lot of Korean food cooking, and I assume she makes a lot, like big portions at a time, and has extra, so he just gives some to us. So his wife being Korean, she makes a lot of Korean dishes, and what she makes very often is that spicy pork bone soup. with kimchi and stuff. You know what? I don't even need to push this. I'll just go over myself. So earlier today, my parents' friend came over and dropped off some of that soup. And we all know how I am with spicy food. You know, sometimes it's hard to tell, like, is this above or below? Well, clearly it's not above. Is it that one? Is it this island? Nope. No, it is not. Oh, there it is. So, he dropped off some spicy soup for us, and we all know I'm terrible with spice. So earlier tonight, just after work, we went to the grocery store just to buy milk. Just milk. Just one item and get out of there. You know how sometimes when you, well, not sometimes, all the time you go to a grocery store with like 1 or 2 items in mind, you go in and you end up buying like a couple $100 worth of stuff? Well, that's my family. It's like, we're about to run out at home, so may as well pick it up while we're here, or this is, you know, cheap on sale right now, so we may as well pick it up while we're here. It's like that. When sometimes you just have to tell yourself, you're going in for one item, you're only going to get the one item. Oh god. So I went into the grocery store today, only wanting to buy milk. A big, like, 3-liter carton of milk. Or is it 2 liters? No, I think it's 3 liters. So, because my, what I thought the price was like, you know, pre-inflation times, the price for a 3-liter carton of milk I thought would be like $2 to $3, like maybe $3. Nah, that joint is like, you know how much the price tag said? It said $5.59. And in case you guys in America don't know, we don't have pennies anymore up here in Canada. So something like $5.59, that would just be rounded to $5.60. So a carton of milk is $5.60. How much longer? That's not worth it. I'll just refresh this. $5.60 for a carton of like 3-liter milk. And, well, I didn't have any cash on me. And because these days it's just my dad and I, I asked him to, because I didn't have cash, so I asked him for money. So he hands me a 5, and I was expecting a 5 to be able to afford milk. I go in, and I see it's like $5.60. Luckily, I had $1 in my pocket, but the thing about that is, I wasn't too sure if I would be charged tax, which is 13%. And then, you know, if you do the math, then the milk would have cost like $6.30-something. So I would have been like 30 cents short if they did charge tax. But the thing was, like, at that moment, I wasn't sure if I would get charged tax. Because about a year ago, I found out, you know, buying a bottle of fish sauce, that in some cases, like, ready-made food products don't get charged tax. Like, for example, like, you know, stuff that is ready-made, you could just consume it right there, versus stuff that you still need to prepare. For example, like a carton of milk. Earlier today, I was not charged tax for that carton of milk. So I only paid $5.60. Versus something like vegetables, where you still have to prepare it, or like proteins, like chicken or beef or whatever, it's still something you have to prepare. You get charged tax for that. So, you know, a part of me felt like, you know, since I learned this about a year ago, a part of me felt like I wasn't going to get charged tax. But just in case, right? Where the hell is this construct at? Is it even further down? Wait, I need to see. Well, it certainly is lower, but question is, like, how low? What is this pile I'm seeing here? No? Oh, I see it. Okay, for this one, I gotta actually land on it before I stamp it, because it's kind of hard to tell with the over top, like the overview map or whatever. Ah, good enough. So remove this. Wait, it doesn't notice me, so let's do this. Oh shit! Okay, at least I canceled out. So yeah, inflation's even affecting milk now. Well, it's probably been like that for quite some time. It's just I never paid attention. So I want to tell you guys something that my friend did. So you guys remember last time how I basically complained that I have like nobody to talk to about any of the shows I watch? Like, I watch a lot of shows, believe me, I watch a lot. And like damn near none of my friends do. So because I know like almost no one who watches the stuff that I do, I have nobody to talk to about this stuff. I'm gonna go back up here to fly there. So my friend was watching last time, and it seems like he heard one of the shows I recommended, but it seems like, I don't know if he heard something else I said. I'll get back to that in a moment. So last time I said, you know, like, there are some shows I could recommend. Because the problem with certain shows I could recommend is that I would also recommend they watch all this other stuff that's connected just so they could understand and have the context. For example, I said if I were to recommend Loki to someone, I would also recommend, like, you, at best, like, probably for the best, you watch the first Avengers movie, Avengers Infinity War, and Endgame. You might be asking why both. Well, you don't really get the context for Endgame without Infinity War, right? Am I going the right way? Oh my god, get out of here! There. No, I need to go more this way. Right. There, you happy now? If I were to recommend, what other show can I recommend? Like, if I wanted to recommend Peacemaker, I would recommend you also watch The Suicide Squad. Like, that's what I said last time. And then I said there are a couple of shows I could recommend that my friends more than likely will not watch once I recommend them. You know, shows that don't require some context to understand or previous knowledge. I recommended one friend, I said this last time, I recommended one friend Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. You know, 7 seasons was a little daunting. he watched like a couple episodes and he said, bro, I can't watch this. This is terrible. And then, you know, like, if only he knew about, like, Season 4 and other stuff. So last time I said that a show I could recommend that you don't need any prior knowledge for is The Walking Dead. But then I also said... Wait, no, before I mention that. So last time I said, one show I could recommend without any prior knowledge needed was The Walking Dead. It seems like a friend of mine, like, watching me last time, heard me say that, and what did he do for like the past 2 days? He watched the first season of The Walking Dead. In fact, what he did was, when he started episode 1, he sent me a screenshot of Rick Grimes at the gas station, like at the very, very beginning of the episode. He sent me a screenshot, and he told me, I'm watching Indiana Jones. And I'm just like, I sent him a gif of Dashi like, you don't shut your ass up. Part of me thought he was actually watching Indiana Jones and just sending me a picture of Rick Grimes to spite me. So I asked him, a couple minutes later after joking around, I asked him, like, are you actually watching Indiana Jones? And then he told me, do you not recognize the picture of Rick Grimes? I'm just like, of course I recognize the picture. I just thought you weren't being serious. Like, knowing you, there's no way you're actually watching The Walking Dead. And then, yeah, he actually was. He really was watching The Walking Dead. And, oh boy. So he watched past the intro to the episode. Why is Link? He watches past the intro to the episode where Rick goes to the gas station with no gas and you know, shoots a little girl Walker. And then it cuts back to before the apocalypse started, where, you know, Rick and Shane are in the car just eating lunch and talking about Rick's argument with Lori. And he literally texted me like, yo, this is boring as fuck. They're just talking about girls in the police car. Where are the zombies at? I'm just like, bruh. Did you hear what I said last time I streamed? Because you said exactly what I just said. Like, almost word for word. You said, you retraced everything I said about, you know, some people not having any patience or any sort of attention span at all these days. And, you know, some boring scenes like this, boring scenes of just characters talking, that's deemed boring these days, you know? Where's the action? Where's the CGI and the fight scenes? You know? Where's all that? Why are these characters just sitting and talking? That's boring. That's not worth my time. And so he basically retracted, like, everything I said before. Where I said last time, The Walking Dead is not a perfect show. It's had its ups and downs. You know, there are some times where it is considered boring, where characters just sit and talk and nothing happens. But that's just how, you know, TV and entertainment works. You know? Not everything is always action and fight scenes and, you know, everything like that, where it's super exciting all the time. It's not always like that. And then, like, he continues to watch. And then he's like, he's telling me he's like nearly done season 1. And then I told him, like, are you gonna make it through all 11 seasons? And he's just like, bro, what? 11 seasons? Oh, hell no, I'm not watching all of this. I'm not continuing. You get 1 season out of me. You're not getting 11 seasons out of me. And I'm just like, bruh, did I not say exactly that last time? What I said last time was, I could recommend Walking Dead to friends because there's no prior context or knowledge needed. But then I also said, the moment they see 11 seasons, they're just like, oh no, that's too long. I'm not watching that. 11 seasons? No way. That's too long. I'm not watching that. I swear to God, did I not say that last time? My friend said exactly what I said last time. Now the thing is, I don't know if he heard me and repeated all of that just to spite me, or if I predicted everything spot on, and I got everything correct for once in life. I'm pretty sure he didn't hear me since he actually left for a bit. 11 seasons, rookie numbers. Like, did I not tell you that? I promise you guys I said exactly that. I said the moment any one of my friends see 11 seasons, they're going to be overwhelmed. They're going to feel daunting by that number. 11 seasons, and they're going to be like, no. 11 seasons? That's too much. I'm not watching that. No, I'm not watching 11 seasons of a show. I promise you. I said exactly that. And then he said exactly everything I said, word for word, back to me. And you know what else? You know what else? So, we all know Walking Dead Season 1 only has 6 episodes. And then, you know, he finished Season 1, and he asked me, bro, why does Season 2 have 12 episodes? Does Season 2 have 12 or 13? I think it has 12. Obviously, he doesn't know the backstory with Frank Darabont, and, you know, AMC wanting him to make more episodes while being paid less. So, he doesn't know that real-life context. But I told him, like, do you not know what era of television you're watching? You're watching, like, the 2010s era of television, where back then, seasons for television series are not like these days, where it's like 6 episodes a season. Season 1 is an exception because that's the start of the show. Back then, for television, it was standard for television shows to have anywhere between 12 to 24 episodes per season, depending on the show. Like, look at The Flash. Each season had like 22 to 23 episodes, except for Season 9, of course. Well, actually, and Season 8. Wait, no. Whatever. Like, the first several seasons all had like minimum 22 episodes. Same thing with like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or other shows. So back in the day, back in the 2010s, seasons for shows had lots of episodes. And I'm just telling him, like, do you not know what era of television you are watching? And I told him, it's only gonna get more and more from there. Season 2 may have 12 episodes. Like, Season 3 and onwards, until, like, Season 10, each has 16 episodes? Ooh! A Sage as well. This is something else I still need to do. Oh, pfft. So yeah, he watches Season 1 that only has 6 episodes, and he asked me, why does Season 2 have 12? And I promise you, he watches Season 2, he's gonna complain it's boring. Because that was the main consensus. Season 2 was slower. Because like I said, they wanted the showrunner to do more episodes for less money. That means more episodes that were more cheaply made. Why do you think that Season 2 was all at the farm? Why we didn't see like many other like set locations or other places in the world? I can promise you, Season 2, he will complain like, why is this so boring? You know what's funny though? When When that scene I mentioned earlier, him saying it was so boring, they're just talking about women, or like girls or whatever. Like, the scene where Rick and Shane were talking in their car about Lori and Rick getting into a fight and saying something right in front of Carl. When he was watching that scene and saying it was boring, I'm just like, bruh, are you one of the kids these days who has your brain and patience rotted by TikTok? Did you want Subway Surfer to play underneath it? People these days, I swear to God, have no attention span, no patience. Everything must be action, CGI, like combat, or it's boring. Characters talking in a show, boring. Why is this worth my time? Like, you know, if I realize some people may bring this up. Like, didn't you just complain about like certain episodes in Spy X Family season 2, like the earlier episodes sucking? It's like there's a difference there. Those episodes served no purpose to the plot. Ugh. And were just like pretty much pointless. You know? They served like no purpose to the overall season, to the overall story. I could have skipped those episodes. Like, I could have watched the entire show, the entire series, skipped that episode or those storylines, and nothing would have been affected. And I know you can argue that about, like, probably a lot of scenes in The Walking Dead. You can skip a lot of it, and it would not matter in the end. I don't know what I'm trying to say, like... There's a difference between, like, being bored of something and finding something pointless, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like, there are Walking Dead episodes that are pointless. Like, you can skip them, and there's no point. I'm looking at you, like, Season 10 bonus episodes, especially the one with Carol chasing a rat. That's, like, the most hated episode for Walking Dead. And yeah, if he skips that one, it's like, I won't be mad. You literally probably saved yourself some time there. Wait. Now, the question is he going to continue watching? He said he doesn't want to for a multitude of reasons. He said, like, one reason, aside from the fact that he thinks it's daunting, just the sheer amount of content that there is. Oh, wow, that alone almost killed it. Did I stamp it yet? No, I didn't. Okay, let me get away from the center. Actually, no, you know what? Let me stand in the center. That way I can stamp it. He said one reason he doesn't want to watch is because he knows Glenn dies, and he's like, I don't want to watch that. I don't want to watch and get invested in this character just to know he's going to die. And, you know, it's like, I guess that is like, I don't know if that's a valid reason. Like, it does make sense. Like, if you know the character is going to die beforehand, it's like, why should I invest my time and effort into this character if I know he's just going to get killed off? But on the other hand, it's like, that's what you get for not watching the show as it aired. You know? Because you guys remember when that episode aired, when Season 7 premiere aired? In case you guys don't know my history with that episode, let me tell you guys the story once again. Because that premiere was like basically ruined for me. So the Season 7 premiere of The Walking Dead is when we found out who Negan killed. the season 6 cliffhanger, it was season 6, right? Yeah. The season 6 cliffhanger showed Negan kill someone, but we didn't see who. And for like, what was it, 6 months before the show came back? For 6 months, we were left wondering, like, who did he kill? And I don't understand why people, like, quit the show at that point. Why people quit the show because of that cliffhanger. People were saying that was an awful cliffhanger. I don't know. I thought it was it frustrating? Yeah. You know, we had to wait so long to find out who Negan killed. But in my eyes, it was... I wanted to save a hit on my bow. Not my bow. I wanted to save a hit on my sword. That's why I tried to use my bow. In my eyes, it's kind of... on paper, it should have been an effective cliffhanger. You know, keep the audience wondering, and once the next season premieres, they would have to tune in and watch. So, you know, that'll, like, basically guarantee you some viewerships. But, surprisingly, it did the opposite, where people were fed up, and they decided to quit the show at that point because of the cliffhanger. It's like, a part of me doesn't get it. I can more so understand quitting the show after finding out who died with that cliffhanger. But anyways, so at that point, we got like one of the biggest like TV cliffhangers in television history, I think. And then once the season 7 premiere, once season 7's premiere was airing, at that point, my grandpa was still alive. Let's say that. For one, my grandpa was still alive, and two, he was here. He was visiting. And because I know how my family is, they were gonna talk over the show, because, you know, they were gonna talk about the show or just have conversations as I was watching the episode air in the living room TV. And I knew if I turned up the volume to try to listen to the goddamn show, they would tell me, "It's too loud, turn it down." So, instead, I went to the basement. I went down to the basement to watch The Walking Dead Season 7 premiere, because it was such a big premiere. We were finally gonna find out who died. And I wanted some peace and quiet to really soak in what was going to happen. So because I knew my family was going to be loud as hell and I could barely hear anything, and I knew that if I turned up the volume, they would say, "It'd be too loud, turn it down." So I went away. I went down to the basement to watch alone, peace and quietfully. What? Like, you know what I'm trying to say. I went to the basement to be alone and to watch it in peace. So what happened? So first, my family, they left the episode airing on the living room TV. So as I was watching it in the basement, they were watching it in the living room. So they were seeing what I was seeing. They were seeing what happened as well. So, when Negan killed Abraham, that was a surprise. You know, that was a shock. And we all thought it was over at that point. What none of us expected was for Negan to double dip by killing Glenn as well. We did not expect 2 deaths. So, when Glenn's death happened, it was a huge surprise because they faked us out. At first, we thought they changed things up from the comics because Glenn died the exact same way in the comics, by getting Lucille to death by Negan. That happened in the comics, and we just saw it happen to Abraham on the show, so we thought it was over. We thought Glenn was going to survive past this point. He was still going to be on the show, and rest in peace to Abraham. But no, they tricked us. They led us to a false sense of security. After he killed Abraham, he turns around and also kills Glenn. which none of us expected. So when he killed Glenn, that was a big surprise, and I screamed, I yelled. That was my reaction, because, you know, Glenn is a beloved character, and none of us expected him to die, like, after Abraham died, so it was a huge surprise. So I screamed as a reaction. My dad came running down to the basement, fuming, pissed off, enraged, for a multitude of reasons. Number one, like, I was being so loud. Number two, he was saying, like, he was yelling at me for never watching anything decent or healthy for myself. You know, not watching anything that would, like, benefit me, or not watching anything that would teach me new stuff. No, instead, what I was choosing to watch was this, like, very graphic and violent content. And number three, separating myself from the family. You know, my grandparents were upstairs, and he yelled at me for leaving to watch a show in peace. Like, he came down and completely went off. He yelled at me. Keep in mind that when this episode aired, I was still in my, like, teenage years. Oh, come on. So essentially, I had the Walking Dead Season 7 premiere ruined. It was going good so far, and then it completely got ruined. And that's my history with the Season 7 premiere of The Walking Dead. I got yelled at for watching it. A sag his will. You know, at some point, obviously, I was gonna go around and find the remaining sage's wills. Of course I was gonna do that at some point. Well, it seems like we're killing two birds with one stone here. You know, if this construct was smart, it would hide its weak spot in the center of that cube. Oh boy. That's what I've been doing, instead of what I should have been doing, which was getting on the blocks it sends out and then recalling. I'm going to refresh this. I did open that, right? Yep. Just wanted to make sure. Make sure I didn't leave here without opening that. So that should have been construct number 12. Number 13. Over this way. Right here. So yeah, I don't know if my friend is going to watch like the rest of The Walking Dead, because that is a lot. That is a lot to ask. You know, 11 seasons, that's a big time dedication. And I get it. You know, I don't think he knows that at one point around like season 5 of Walking Dead, it was like the #1 TV show in the world. I don't think he knows that. And you know, I also told him too, like, there should be some familiar faces you recognize. You should recognize while watching this. Now, him not recognizing Glenn's actor, I don't blame him, since, you know, he only heard him do voice acting lately. So I was still like half mocking him though. I'm just like, bro, you really don't recognize his voice? You literally just watched like 1.5 seasons of his voice. Because just before that, he caught up with Invincible. And Steven Yeun voices Mark Grayson, for those who don't know. Isn't it funny how Steven Yeun is working on 2 projects written by Robert Kirkman? Isn't that kind of crazy? And then I told him, like, do you recognize Andrea? You should recognize her since you watched The Boys. And he's just like, who? And she plays Crimson Countess on The Boys. I literally had to Google that, because as of this moment, I still haven't watched The Boys yet. I have other stuff I need to watch first, okay? Earlier today, I watched one more episode of Doom Patrol. I watched Season 4, Episode 6... I think Episode 8? This was the Immortimus episode, where it was just a bunch of musicals, which I really didn't expect. One thing I did not expect, but was a like very pleasant surprise, was, if I'm not mistaken, for the first time in Doom Patrol history, the intro theme changed up. Where instead of the usual theme, we got an a cappella version. I mean, hey, that was fantastic. That sounded amazing. But then this episode was very much a musical. And one pattern I've begun to notice with Doom Patrol as I kept on watching the show, it seems like at least once per season there's some sort of musical, some sort of song. Season 1 we had People Like Us, which is an amazing song by the way, especially sung by Matt Bomer. Season 2 had Dorothy sing... I forget what she sung. Season 3, I forget what the musical was, but then in Season 4, it seems like this Immortimus episode, well, there was several singing in this. I swear to God, Tulin, no. A part of me, like, maybe because it's been such a big gap between parts of the season, I'm not really understanding how Isabel Feathers is Immortus. Like, is Immortus a separate entity that took over, that possessed Isabel Feathers? Or has Isabel Feathers been Immortus this whole time, but, you know, that demonic side of Immortus was just, like, dormant? Like, was Isabel Feathers genuinely Isabel Feathers and then got took over by Immortus? Or was she Immortus this whole time? So this next one is 14. Yes, I don't know. The chat's not delayed by a message again, is it? Remember what I said previously, like sometimes you may want to check, like just send any sort of message and then maybe like just send a throwaway message, like just a period and then send. Just in case. And you know, I'm really going to miss Doom Patrol. It's such a good show. It's very adult, very wacky. Remember what I said last time? The fact that the show has zombie butts and sex ghosts? Well, yeah, there was sex ghosts in this episode, but they weren't doing any sexing, you know? They were actually singing this time. One line was absolutely hilarious when Jane was singing, like, "Did you sex ghosts have your morning fuck?" The show does not hold back. It embraces the wackiness of it. And you know what else is crazy, though? Doom Patrol may actually be, like, the only DC show so far, like, live-action DC, like, Greg Berlanti produced shows, that actually dropped the Justice League by name. Hardly even the Justice League movie said the two words Justice League back-to-back like that. I forget specifically which episode it was. Wait, what am I doing? I forget specifically which episode it was. It was one scene where Cliff and Vic, you know, Cyborg, Vic was saying, like, "Are you part of the Justice League?" Or no, wait. I forget exactly what he said. I think he was saying, like, "Did you meet the..." Oh. Wait, hold on. Where is that? Is that really right next to this shrine? We'll be right back to this construct. I think that episode aired in 2020. So that might have been season 2. Cliff was just like, Justice League 2020. Like, to this day, out of all the live-action DC shows, Doom Patrol may be the only one that literally name drops Justice League. Did that really despawn just now? Where was the last save at? You know, the only other show to drop the Justice League by name is Peacemaker. What was her name again? Amanda Waller's daughter. What was her name again? She was... whatever. I'm sorry, I'm forgetting her name. She was calling her mother Amanda Waller. And she was just like, "We got a situation here. Do you think you could maybe send in the Justice League?" But I don't know why, like, in DC, the Justice League is like Voldemort's name, or Beetlejuice, you just can't say it. It's kind of like, you know, with Walking Dead, Rick Grimes' name is forbidden for whatever reason. Because for the longest time, they just refused to say his name. For the longest time in Walking Dead, they just referred to Rick Grimes as the Brave Man. And then in the final season of Walking Dead, when Daryl was talking with Carol, when Judith went missing, he was just like, what would he have done here? The first time I watched that episode, I completely missed the line. It wasn't until I was watching a review that it was pointed out to me that there was a, like, Rick Grimes mention in this episode. I'm just like, where? I didn't hear anything. Anyways, you said if you want a DC universe, watch the DCAU. Batman the Animated Series, Superman the Animated Series, and Justice League Unlimited Batman Beyond. I already have enough on my plate to watch as of this moment, but probably one day I will get to that. Oh! Get that out of the way. I guess gotta like keep chipping you away. Yo, pause. I grabbed your crotch. Damn it! Gotcha! Ooh, strike it! Oh, no, it only struck me! Anyways, what'd you say? Get to it sooner. I'm not even done Doom Patrol yet. I still have like 3 episodes left. And then I still have other shows to watch. I still have shows like Arcane to watch, Better Call Saul, a bunch of anime. If you think I'm behind, I still have like the rest of the Pokemon anime to watch. Nice! Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Ugh. Get away, get away, get away, get away, get away. Go back, go back, go back, go back! Oh. Well, never mind. I guess I gotta use this again. Okay, so number 15. Yep. Trying to think, like, what else do I have to do? I have a bunch of Pokemon to shiny hunt. Yes, that's a priority in my life. Got all those shows to watch and more. I still haven't downloaded Hinge yet. You know, I said I would do that for quite a while. I still haven't done that yet. And you know, I even thought earlier, like, the longer I wait, all the chicks there are gonna get taken already. You know? That's not where I need to go, is it? No, I was just there. Okay, hold on. How far is this one? Let me see. You know, that same friend told me earlier today that he said he had like 2 dates coming up, I guess. I assume with different people since nothing's official yet. Because he's using Hinge. And then, like... Can I make that? I don't think I can make that. I don't think my stamina would be enough to make that. So he tells me. Like after the date, he tells me that, you know, he was saying like, she's so cute, and I just said, oh shit, here we go again. Because remember the last time he said something like that to me? He was like, bro, I got a match with the Marin Kitagawa baddie. And then he shows me what she looks like, and no offense to her, but I'm just like, where's the Marin Kitagawa baddie you were speaking of? Because the girl you showed me is like, I'm sorry, but it's nowhere close. At least in my eyes. So him saying this time like this girl he went out with is so cute, I'm just like, oh shit, here we go again. Is it another Kitagawa baddie according to you? You know what? Maybe I could have made that actually. I wonder if I just happen to crash this into this thing's, like, you know, core, would that have caused damage? Oh, you guys want to hear something like, uh, you guys just want to hear something? So, the universe, God, if I may be so bold to say, was playing games with me once again. So, what happened yesterday night, I was driving myself, like, I was on my way back home from work. What? No, that's not right. I was driving myself... Yeah, that is right. I'm driving myself back home from work, and I get stopped at... Not by the police. I'm at a red light, is what I'm trying to say. So, you know, at a red light, you stop. That's obvious. I kid you not when I tell you this was the longest red light of my life. I've never seen a red light this long before. I was sitting there for like a good 5 minutes. You might think that's not that long. 5 minutes? I hope you guys know that a red light usually is like 1 to 2 minutes, 3 minutes tops. 5 whole minutes of me just sitting there waiting for the light to turn green is pretty insane. So I sit there and I wait and I keep waiting, and there's no like signifier to show me it's going to change anytime soon, because the crosswalk thing that shows for people to walk across the street or not, that wasn't counting down. It just had the hand to say don't walk, and that's it. So there was nothing to tell me if it was going to change soon or not. So I sit there for like 5 minutes, just constantly thinking, is this like broken? Am I just stuck here with it being red forever? Because it's not turning. There's no signs of it changing. I see that there should be one here, but it's the one that doesn't respawn. So I'm still going to double check anyways. Like, supposedly this next construct doesn't respawn. So let's take a look. So I sat there for like 5 minutes, just constantly wondering, is this like broken? Because I'm still waiting. There's no signs of it turning. And there's also like no cars coming by. I should also mention, I'm trying to make a left turn. I'm trying to make a left turn. Like, there was no cars coming the other way, like going back and forth. I'm trying to make a left turn. Eventually I said, okay, I think this light is broken, so I'm just gonna make a right turn and leave that way. The moment I do the right turn, it changes. And at that point, it's too late. I already signaled from left to right, and I already like turned the car towards the right. So I could not just turn back and go left anymore. So I had to go right at that point. The moment I decide to make a right turn instead, it changes on me. It's like the universe, God himself, was playing tricks on me. Okay, maybe the construct really doesn't respawn, because it would have been here. I'm not gonna stamp, you know, a place where the boss doesn't respawn. What's 35 divided by 2? It's an odd number, so I can't divide perfectly. 17.5. And this one we're doing now, technically this one right here that doesn't respond is number 16, but I'm not counting that. So next one is number 16, and we're moving down here. So number 17, number 16, 17 according to this guide, is right here in this very obvious circle. Good enough. Also, earlier this morning, it snowed for the first time, but only this morning. It snowed a little bit when I got home from work, but just a little bit. It snowed, I don't want to say pretty heavy this morning, but it did snow quite a fair amount this morning. So, you know, winter is a-coming. Man, isn't it crazy? Like, not that long ago, I was sitting here playing this, and I was complaining like, damn, the summer heat is so unbearable. And now here I am, literally at the brink of winter. I'm tired. I did wake up a little little later today, because my dogs woke up a little later today. Normally they wake me up at 8 now. They woke up at 9 today, so at least there's that. It's better than nothing, I suppose. But today, I was really feeling it. I was really feeling it today, Mr. Krabs. Where, during work, I was just like falling asleep. Like, just constantly almost nodding off. One, it was so boring at work because, like, it's Monday and also it's getting cold out, so business is expected to be even slower now, especially on Mondays. But, you know, also because lack of sleep. I had an entire milk tea as well, and I still was, like, falling asleep. You know, sometimes I feel like the caffeine that at least I take doesn't work. In fact, it does the opposite. Probably because of a sugar crash instead of actually keeping me awake with the caffeine. Damn, that's not that bad. 3 minutes. Peh. I'm not gonna wait 3.5 minutes to fuse this to the Master Sword just for me to replace it with the Flux Construct core. So nah, let's just move on. You know what we're doing after the Flux Constructs, right? We're doing the Gleeoks. Oh man, if you think I'm breezing through these constructs, wait till we get to the Gleeoks. It's gonna take me like 10 minutes, probably more, like 10-15 minutes for each Gleeok. And the fact that I'm not gonna be using a Savage Lino bow is just gonna make it even longer. Why did that weapon just now dropping sound like the din 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 din? Like really? Did it sound like that to anyone else? Din 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 din. Nobody else? Just me? Again, at least the constructs are easy to pin, to stamp. Oh, Flux 3, okay. So I don't mind holding, not holding back, I should say. Where? There! Okay. You saw it waste one of my arrows just now? I can wait that. Can you guys really, like, can you guys believe that Raichu, it just refuses to shine? Like, what are the chances that me hunting the same Pokemon in Dynamax Adventures, that outcome happens twice, where I get 2 other shinies, and neither of them is the shiny I want? Like, what are the chances of that happening twice to me? Happening once is already pretty bad. Like, it's very unlikely, so I was pretty unlucky to experience it once. But then 2 times? The sad part is, I could have had a shiny Pangoro, but I wasn't paying attention to how many ores I had left. So, when I sacrificed the shiny Pangoro, I only had enough Dynite ore to do one last run. And the chances of me getting another one was pretty unlikely. So over here, is it here? Yeah, you want to look for a circle. Why does this kind of look like Earth? Quickest way to get there, probably from that shrine. This one. Why does it feel like there's something in my eye? I'm just gonna leave this eye closed for a little bit. I don't know if there's actually something in my eye, or if it's just like, I don't want to say a placebo thing. Because a lot of times I would feel like there's something in my eye. I go check in the mirror, nothing's in my eye. Like, I look right in the mirror to see if anything's in my eye, and it feels fine, there's nothing in my eye. The moment I, like, back up, turn away, and walk out my bathroom, it feels like there's something in my eye again. Ooh, how nice of the developers to put a convenient little ledge right here for me to regain my stamina. Oh, 2! You're too generous to me, game developers. high. I might just be increased blood pressure. You would think someone like me in this line of field would know. But nope. There you are. So, what are you up to? What you up to? What you doing? Just chilling? That's what I like to hear. Taking life easy. Oh, looks like this bow is about to go RIP. Gotcha! Oh god, I tried. Oh shit! Yes! Gotcha! Tried shipping something to EU, I assume Europe, and shipping came to $80. You tried shipping something to Europe? Did you sell something? Or were you trying to, like, did you buy something from Europe? I assume it's the latter. I assume you bought something from Europe, and the shipping to get that to here was $80. Like, Jesus, $80? Like, Bakugan, of course. As always with you. Like, $300 worth. I literally just bought a shirt online. And, you know, there was this Black Friday deal, so I figured I may as well get it while there's still the discount, you know. My favorite word in the entire world, discount. You know, one item, 15% off during this Black Friday event, Black Friday period. So I figured I may as well buy it, like, now. Oh, another construct that doesn't respawn. I guess the ones in the labyrinths don't respawn. I'm still gonna go check anyways. So, like, 15% off. My shirt was like $22 instead of the $27. But then it was like $25 shipping. So I still ended up paying like $50 total for the shirt. What shirt did I buy? You'll just have to wait and see. Once it gets here, I'll wear it. I'll show you guys what shirt I bought, but until then, you're just gonna have to wait and see. You guys remember when this place was pitch black and I tried climbing this, not knowing what I was doing? And it turns out all I had to do was... What did I have to do? Wait a second, what do I need to do? Maybe I need to fall down, like I can't actually... No, don't be puzzled now that you actually can see what you're doing. All this for a construct that doesn't even respawn. Yeah, it would have been right here. Washa. That's not what I meant to do. Anime shirt? Nope. You'll see. You'll just have to wait and see. So up next... This one looks to be like one of the upper corners, but hold on. Oh, nope. Not the corner, but I got the upper part right. here it is. Here's the circle. Now, you guys know I'm not really one to care about clothing. I don't really care. However, when it came to this shirt, when I saw the design, like... Yeah, when I saw the design, I saw it get announced, I'm like... I need it. Before it sells out, or, you know, before it goes away. I need it. Aside from that, I haven't really been buying much else lately. Not even food. Well, that's not me buying, my dad's buying it, since he doesn't really want me to cook. Hold on, I'll take that. Is there any more out here? Yeah. Just two? Okay, I'll take that. I think it may be time for us to stop being greedy and use one of these 60 damage bows. Ooh, hold on. Before I shoot, where's Riju at? What? Excuse me? Just gonna wait for you to turn your head. Okay. Get in range. Get in range. I'm a little curious. Like, no, I don't want to attack. I want to see how much damage that did. That's a... Oh, now you're just mocking me. You know how much damage? You know... Just because I wanted to see how much damage that did. You were just mocking me at that point. I could have, like, killed you in that amount of time. Where is it? Oh, there you are. Go, 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 go. I have a 3 core, right? Yeah. So if there's, I'm assuming the construct in the 3rd labyrinth also will not respawn. So there should be a total of 32 that do respawn. So that means there's 32 constructs for us to take down. Alright, the next one is over here, and it's pretty obvious. That is if I can spot it. Here it is. Look, obvious, right? Like I said. Which construct is this? Move, Minoru, please. Is that a... That's a 2 again. I am going to, you know, waste a couple of seconds by doing it this way. Ooh, and we get the slight boost of a fire tip air. Uh-oh, move back, move back, move back. Move up, move up, move up. You know what? No, I'll keep the attack up like this. Great, let's move on. Okay. So let's see. Next one is next to what looks like a photocopy of some butt cheeks. Looking for the circle. You'd think it'd be easy to spot, but no, the circle actually blends in quite well. Is it here? Pretty sure I see a circle here. No real quick way to get there. This looks like it's high up on a platform. Maybe I could just fly from here. Or maybe not. Ooh, I'll take whatever weapon you have. Tanks. Oh boy, I bet you there's gonna be some monster trees around here. Oh, I missed a single Poe? I'm sorry. I don't want to ruin that heart, so I'll just leave it for now. Did I see something else I could have picked up just now? No. Whoa! Whoa, that actually scared me. I heard something. I didn't expect it to approach that fast. Okay, let's go. You know, I thought of something the other day, and wouldn't this be kind of cool if they did implement this? Oh, you know what? Before I say this idea, I just remembered something else that that I learned something today, and it kind of blew my mind. The fact that, how did I not know this? For like the 10 years this was a thing, how did I not know this? So, the Pokemon TCG, the Pokemon the trading card game, I found out earlier today. Like I just want you guys to know that today, November 27th, 2023, at 11, no, I learned this earlier today. But right now, 11:37 p.m., I discovered, or I learned earlier today, that the Pokemon TCG no longer has fairy type cards. They dropped the fairy type. When I found that out, I was shocked. I'm like, wait a second, really? How did I never notice this? There is no longer a fairy type. And I'm just like, I swear to God, I remember when they introduced that to the Pokemon cards. There was a new, like, pink fairy type. So I asked my friend, I'm just like, hold up a damn second. TCG no longer has fairy types? And he's like, yeah. They got rid of it, like, almost instantly after they started it. They got rid of it back in the X and Y days of the Pokemon cards. I'm just like, what? You're telling me they got rid of it basically as soon as they introduced it? Oh my god, how many times do I have to button mash just to get on top of Minoru? So I literally learned that just today. The fact that TCG no longer has fairy types. And from what I was told, like I was thinking, what represents fairy types now? Since fairy types, you know, fairy type Pokemon exist, and they're bound to be printed onto cards, so what represents fairy types now? I was told that the purple eye symbol that was used for poison, psychic, and ghost types, that now represents fairy types. And I'm just thinking, is that why they changed poison types to also be represented by the dark type symbol now? Is that why they changed poison types to be the same as dark types into the TCG? Because I knew about that. At least I'm pretty sure that's what they did. Because I've been seeing more and more poison-type Pokemon in card form be represented by the dark-type symbol. And I'm just like, that's not right. A Weezing isn't dark-type. And then I picked on, like... Did they change it? So is that what happened? They removed fairy, but then they changed what represents fairy. Is that what happened? I can't believe I never even noticed either. Like, I watch Max Mofo Pokemon open cards occasionally. I also watch... There is a President's AI channel that opens Pokemon cards. It's called Pokemon Presidents. I can't believe I never noticed there are no fairy type cards anymore. How did I not ever notice that? You guys know I stopped collecting Pokemon cards. Aside from McDonald's. Like, I'm out of the loop when it comes to Pokemon cards. I am. But, like, that's kind of embarrassing. The fact that I never even noticed no fairy types anymore. It's just like, how? And I gotta say, that's kind of like, that's mighty stupid to introduce it just to get rid of it. You don't see me. You don't notice me. There's nothing you need to worry about. I tried to take the Zonite from him first and then sneak strike. I fucking hate you, Tulin. So badly. Nice job ruining the surprise, Tulin. Thanks. Do we both shoot him in the face at the same time? I wanted to pick up those bombs after! Oh, and of course you spawn me. Whoa! I assume the Moblin threw him, because no way he got that no way he got that kind of ups. Man, this dude got tired of headbutting. He's like, man, I'll just kick you. There you go, now you're dead. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting tired. So, it's about to turn midnight in about 13 minutes. So maybe I'll just play until midnight, use the good old amiibos, and then call it for tonight. Did the mic pick that up? Or those bombs that were, you know, wasted last time. Huh, I thought I saw another one I could pick up. Guess not. What the hell? They don't usually make that sound. Before I assemble that arm onto her. It feels good to actually be able to pick up arrows, instead of just leaving them all to waste. You know, it's a gray area. It feels good to be maxed on arrows, but it also feels good to have space to not waste any arrows you may come by. Another one? Thought we killed all of you here. Oh, I just have a free open space. Okay. Now, where were those bombs from last time? Well, I don't know where they are. I shouldn't waste time trying to find them. Unless that's them right there. Pretty sure these are it. These were them. I'm not gonna lie, like this, I may just do this construct, and then call it. After the amiibos, of course. I mean, there's a couple things I could do to pad out to, like, the 9 minutes left. I could go back to Hateno and heal up real quick. You know? Oh my god, I'm just... Fine! Just trying to see what kind of construct this is! Pretty sure that's a 2. That is a 2. How fast can I do it with 3 attack up? I probably didn't need to do it like that. Okay. Oh, I didn't even mention my idea. What if they made it so that every shiny Pokemon has an exclusive has an exclusive move, something like, I don't know, shiny blast, shiny ray, something that only shinies would have. You know, I'm about to throw this weapon away. I may as well just use it. Wouldn't that be interesting? An exclusive move that only shiny Pokemon have. And that would mean every shiny Pokemon, like every Pokemon can learn it, but they have to be shiny. Even ones that, you know, have like no moves to their moves list, like how Unknown or Cosmog have like basically no moves. And I assume, if this were to be the case, all shiny Pokemon can learn the same move that only shiny Pokemon can. It would be at level 1, so you would have to use like a heart scale in older games. Well, yeah, I'm gonna waste it anyways. Unless the next construct is close. Even though, you know, close is irrelevant down here. Next one is here. Should I just go ahead and do this one? Fine, I'll do this one. This last one, and then we'll call it. That is actually like the most clean circle we have seen so far for these constructs. I'm tired. Meh. Any stuff on the outside to pick up this time? Probably, but just not on this side. You are a level 2 once again. I thought this thing was badly damaged. Oh, I almost had it. I almost had it. Let me just move this real quick. Wait, the wall was badly damaged. Or was... no. It's not the bow. What was badly damaged? Huh? Okay, I think that's enough, yeah, I'm pretty tired. I think that's enough constructs for today. I'm gonna go back to Hateno. I think that was 21. That was 21 constructs. I know that's a bit of a weird number to end off. If there is, there's 35 total, but 3 of them don't respawn. I'm assuming 3. The 3 in the labyrinths. So there's really 32 constructs for us to stamp. 21 out of 32. I should have stopped at 20. Make it clean. Let's see, are there golden apples? Yep. Is there a lizard there? Yes, there is. I'm just gonna put this on. There's also frogs over here. Did I hear another one? Once again, you guys remember when Zelda wanted Link to taste a frog? That's not a bug on a tree. Okay, it is now midnight. So let's just use the good old amiibos and then we're gonna call it. Damn, I wish when I sleep and wake up, I have all my hearts refilled. Right about now, like these days, I go to sleep, I only get like half to 3/4 of all of my hearts healed up. Well, it's raining, so I doubt there's gonna be bugs on trees. You know, a couple days ago, I forget if it was yesterday or the day before, but I, essentially, for the first time, drove at night in the rain. I was driving myself back home from work, and because it's now it's now basically like winter. It gets dark really early. And I didn't realize just like how hard it is to see the lines on the road during rain. Because when it's raining, the ground is all moist, it's all wet, and so it's really reflective. And seeing the red lights from the car in front of you, it kind of obscures the white lines, the white dotted lines. So I didn't realize like how, I don't want to say hard or challenging, but just how I don't know what the right word is, because saying difficult is kind of overselling it. But yeah, for lack of better terms, I didn't realize how difficult it would be to drive, or rather to see, while driving at night during the rain. Like, see the ground, see the floor, see the dotted lines. I'm sure with a few more years of experience, I'll get used to it. You know, I technically haven't ever driven in the snow just yet. Because, wow. I did my driving test a year ago. Just, like, a week or two over a year ago. What? A year and a week or two ago. There. And, at that point, one, I didn't get my license yet. That hasn't shown up in the mail at that point. I had just did my license. And two, I didn't get a car until a couple months after that. I forget which month I got my car. So I technically still haven't ever driven in the snow before. Ooh, won't that be a learning curve? Or is it curve or curb? Learning curve, learning curb. Let's just go in the middle. Let's say learning cur. Or is it both? Learning curve. 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 C-U-R-V-B. Curve. Yeah, that's a word. That's a word I'll find in Urban Dictionary. Curve. Curve. C-U-R-B-V. Curve. What am I saying? The lack of sleep is getting to my head. We're likely going to do the same thing to this soldier's broadsword next time, like we did at the beginning of this. Get rid of it after, you know, defeating a construct. Now I'm maxed out. Okay, I'm like, what is that? Did I forget to pick up a couple of luminous stones over there? You guys remember when I would grind for those armors for money? How long ago that felt. Bokoblin amiibo, so don't open that chest. I see a fish in there. I think I see two. And you know what I still haven't done yet? I still haven't set up or reset up my Wii U so I can play some Galaxy 2. Well, I want to do that. It's just if you think my stupid ass knows how to set up that stuff. Even though isn't it just, you know, plugging in HDMI and stuff? Still, you think I'm smart enough to do that? Like, I kid you not. You'd be surprised my level of stupidity and how to handle simple things like that. I'm not kidding. You think I'm joking? No, I'm not. I'm being dead serious. Could there miraculously be a bug here now that the rain stopped? Nope, but what about over there? I will use my amiibos to head over there. Or as I head over there. The Bokoblin amiibo. So, useless chest. Come on. There we go. Are there any brackened crabs in these? No, but those are roasted bass. Oh, you can see birds flying in the background also. I see no bug here. Damn, maybe next time. Fish! Award-winning fish! Mine, in my pockets. Okay, let's go sell the armors, and then I'm done for today. It's raining again. Oh, before I do that, let me take a look by turning around. Aha! I knew it! I had a feeling like if I turn around, would Naydra be here? Is there an iron trim in here? Yep. Go, go, go. You better hurry the hell up. You know what? It's like almost no problem, because I could just wait until Naydra goes down, and then I could stand on it, and then peacefully get all the spikes. Do you want some honey? What did you just say? I said, do you want some honey in your tea? Oh, that's right. Why didn't I think of this sooner? To check like this. I see some here. That is not at all what I was hoping to do. What the hell? Okay, I don't see any more. I see some here. Oh, I see a couple more. Okay. Now, what else do I need? I need a scale. Okay, I have a fang. So I should probably grab a claw first, since scale's the easiest. Which bow am I using? Absolutely not. We will use this one. Wait, too high.
Oh. Ah.
Still here? I'm literally just about to end. I'm surprised you're still here. Well, yep. you just went to take a shower. I'm gonna end now. So, thanks for watching, guys. And I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully I'm not too tired to play this tomorrow, but if I am, then so be it. Okay, bye.